All right, shalom, shalom. Like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. And double honors to elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, throughout the four corners of the globe. And this is going to be a quick impromptu. And it could be various shows that come out of it later on. But, Salaki, I just want to talk about let's get this script first, then I'll go back into what I want to talk about. This is Salaki Brothers. Give me 1 second. Go right down to the point. This is Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Right? And, the wiles of the devil. Let's go into that word, wiles. Right? It says cunning arts, deceit, crafty, and trickery. Craft and trickery. Okay. So one of the craft is witchcraft, okay, and it's cunning arts, right? And the thing that they're about to do underneath the guise of, so-called finding energy, knowing how the earth was built underneath the theory of the Big Bang Theory. All these facets that they're talking about, but we know it to be them just trying to cross into the spiritual realm, to try to see if they can have, a parlay with the boss himself. Okay. And we know that through these videos I'm going to show you, them working on this, it's just going to bring absolute destruction, right, upon the earth. And the first one I'm going to show is this one. 1 second.
If you are excited about the restart of the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, then put the 5th of July into your calendars, because this is the day when the Large Hadron Collider will start colliding particles at the highest energy we have ever done before. Looking forward to it.
Okay, that's just one of the things that they're going to do over there at CERN, okay? And, if you haven't checked out movies like The Mist, Cloverfield Paradox, Event Horizon, okay, just to name a few. And then you have the television show The Flash, okay, where they go into a parallel universe. That show from back in the early 90s called The Sliders. All right. This is their plans, man, to go to another Earth. All right. And try to live forever in their pseudo way. Okay. by hopping from earth to earth in other parallel dimensions. All right. And they know that these dimensions exist, but they don't know how they exist. And that's where they want to start opening up these doorways. And these doorways won't be closed because they don't have the know-how onto how to keep them hidden. Right? Because the reason why I'm saying it like that is because you see chariots racing across the earth, right? They're here 1 second, then they can go so fast that they're going back into whatever realm that they travel through. You know, I was a Star Trek head, so wormholes and, you know, just by the Esau's imagination, so to speak. But when you have, you know, the spirit of the Most High on you, you don't try to think too high, you know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai fully and completely, but I know that his works are magnificent in the earth, and they can't be matched by the hands of a man that as wicked as Esau Edom. Okay, let me just say it like that. But then you have them tampering with such things that's going to lead to what's in Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter. And I'm going to get that after I show this video right here. 1 second.
This is the recent Roe versus Wade protest.
What is that? What is that? See that? What is that? See that? What is that?
This is the recent Roe versus Wade protest that happened in New York. This video is being compared to the video of the Travis Scott concert where many people died. There was also dark energy, demons, whatever this is, jumping around the crowd.
Alright, so look, I was in the Travis Scott and Drake's concert, but what the fuck is this? What was that? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but what the fuck is that?
It's time to put your spiritual armor on because there's some dark stuff going on around us.
See that?
And indeed it is. Okay, so when they do this portal opening, expect to see more than that. You know, when you look at the movie Hellboy, let's say that, and then you I think it's 2, maybe Hellboy 2. Okay, the dark army or something like that. Let me see, what's the name of it? Yeah, this is Hellboy 2, the Golden Army. But in this movie, you know, this movie shows things from other realms of existence that people here on the earth know nothing about. And then, you know, that movie The Mist also does the same thing. So get ready, man. It's definitely about to be a time like no other. When you read the rest of this, it says, for we wrestle not against, Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. Right? So those demons that you see floating around in those crowds, and just imagine, these things are present at every so-called large gathering. Okay, where the spiritual energy, or the wicked energy, is the most highest. Okay, just imagine that. And this devil's about to turn it up, because the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is on him to do so, right? So let's get this, and then I'm gonna close it out, man. But this is things that, when Daniel said it's going to be a time like no other. This is part of it as well, Let's go. Wisdom of Solomon, 17th chapter, Salaki. Right. So I'll read from the top. It says, for great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. Right. And that's Esau Edom. That's an unnurtured soul. Okay. And they erred in what? In what they're about to do with this goddamn Hadron Collider. It says, verse 2, for when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they began being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, and lay there, exiled from the eternal providence. Okay. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. All right. And that's what's about to happen. These very same demons, right, that's about to open this. Because they're profound. They're outside the temple. And they do things just to see the reaction of it. Okay? They know not what it's going to do after the initial first reaction. They're not going to be able to shut the doorways. Only Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai can shut these doorways. Okay? For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenance. No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten the horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight that they saw not. Okay? And with these, like I said, with these portals being open, right? Things in front of your face, you're gonna. This is Egypt, by the way, too. Okay? Ancient Egypt that this happened in, but how better for it to be for this Egypt in the time that we're in. Okay? Things about to get turned up on a spiritual level as well. It says they put a flame in front of them and they couldn't even see it. Okay? And the things that they saw, they ran from, but the things that they couldn't see, but they couldn't hear, was even more terrifying. All right? Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight that they saw not. Verse 7, as for the illusion of art, magic, they were put down, and their vaunting and wisdom was reproved with disgrace. It says, for they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear worthy to be laughed at. Yeah, so, it's not, nothing's going to stop this, man. Nothing's going to stop what they're going to unleash. They're going to open up Pandora's box, and it's going to be torturous events that take place from whence comes out of those portals. In the paradox, Cloverfield paradox, they did the experiment somewhere else, but it affected, the parallel that they were in, okay, or that dimension that they were in. It affected them, even though that ship jumped somewhere else. Okay, they don't know what they're doing, and it's hard to explain because nobody has ever seen it happen. But we see the chariots move in that manner all the time, but we're not worthy of that information, man. So Esau's going to set up his own pseudo experiment, to harness the energy of said collision of atoms. And it's going to be disastrous. You can already see it coming. If you have the eye salve of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the world is going to be different after July 5th, man, in some type of way or another. So brothers, get ready. It's just going down this way, man. This is the way that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wanted it to be. It says, for though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and hissing of serpents, they died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided. For wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience always forecasteth grievous things. Okay. So it's nothing. It's nothing that can bring you out of there. Okay? You're gonna die, man. Let's look up that word, timorous. It says showing or suffering from nervousness, fear, or a lack of confidence. And that's exactly what from fear. Yeah, man. So this is where we headed to, man. And everybody being in that vibration, that fear and nervousness, man. Because that's the first thing that portal could do. It could make everybody without sound wisdom be on edge and be nervous and jumpy. And who knows, you know what I'm saying, what they have in their own mind's eye of what's going on. Okay? Be like a little bit like that movie, The Crazies. Okay? So, I just wanted to bring that out, man. The world is going to be on a different vibration spiritually from the left-hand side after July 5th, man. So with that, I want to say Shalom, Abad Babal, and Kwam Yasharala. And first and foremost, all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.